Live for the very latest throughout the day. Have a good day. We leave you with an image of Skycam.
This
Good morning. I'm Jennifer Kraus. It is less than 24 hours after intense storms and multiple tornadoes touched down in several counties and communities across Middle Tennessee, killing at least 6 people, sadly 2 of them children. In just a few minutes, mayors and other city leaders from 2 of the hardest hit counties will be holding news conferences simultaneously. We want to bring both of them to you. We're going to start in Clarksville with Mayor Joe Pitts. And as that's going on, we will be recording Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell and bring you his update as soon as Clarksville is finished. We know Mayor Pitts declared a state of emergency in the city of Clarksville last night after at least 1 tornado touched down there yesterday afternoon. The mayor ordered a 9 p.m. curfew last night and again for tonight. We understand he's going to be joined by the Montgomery County Mayor Wes Golden, along with the fire chief, emergency services director, police chief, and sheriff. We know a tornado touched down around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon in the Hand Estates neighborhood. That's near Garrettsburg Road. Also, a lot of damage reported along Fort Campbell Boulevard near the 101st Parkway. Number of businesses in that area were experiencing a lot of damage. Also damage in the Walnut Grove Road area where we know a church was destroyed. Also an arts academy right there. We've also seen reports of homes being destroyed on Peachers Mill Road. Just a short time ago, Clarksville Montgomery County Schools announced that they will be closed for the next 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. We go now to Mayor Joe Pitts.
And city mayors, and then leaders in public safety. Please allow them to share, and questions will be answered at the end. We will also provide for each of you the spelling of each person's name and title. Before I move further, we do have a number to share for people who want to volunteer. We're getting a lot of requests for that, and we deeply appreciate it. Here is a single number, if you will please record this: 931-245-2988. Again, that's area code 931-245-2988. And with that, we will begin with opening remarks from our panel of local leaders here, beginning with Montgomery County Mayor Wes Golden.
Thank you, Jimmy. We're devastated by the catastrophic event that occurred yesterday afternoon. Our hearts go out to all the families who are suffering from the enormous impact left in the wake of this tornado. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of resources, and us coming together to get through this difficult time. Montgomery County government stands behind the community and will continue to deploy whatever resources we have available for restoration. We've been on the ground and we've seen firsthand neighbors helping neighbors. We've heard stories of combat medics getting out with their jump bags to help people in the middle of the night and after the tornado. I've never been so proud to be mayor as right now. Right now we still have people, medical services and people clearing roads. We do have a shelter set up at Northeast High School where we're at right now. Our school system has really come together. We are going to be closing Clarksville Montgomery County schools for Monday and Tuesday as of now. There's also a shelter set up at Mosaic Church and a staging area there. Our community is strong and our faith is strong. We will get through this together. Please pray for all of those involved. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Mayor Golden. Next, we will hear from Clarksville Mayor Joe Pitts.
Thank you, Jimmy. Good morning, everybody. No doubt there are more questions than we have answers for this morning, and we will get those answers to the citizens of our beautiful city in a short time. But our priority first is to take care of our people. We know we have people who are suffering because of loss of life and injuries, and loss of property. As Mayor Golden mentioned, we took a tour this morning of the affected neighborhoods, and there is devastation everywhere. But one thing I love about this city, when there's a need, we rally around that need, and then we had neighbor helping neighbor. I can tell you that there's one little girl, her name is Ellie. She was 7 years old, and when we pulled up, despite her house being affected, she sang "All I Want for Christmas" for the crowd that was out there. And I think we have a video of that we're going to help post. But to Ellie, thank you for lifting our spirits in the face of this awful devastation. For those who have been affected by this tragedy, we will mobilize volunteers. You've heard the number, and if you need help, please call. Please call. We will mobilize, and help will be on the way. The Clarksville Department of Electricity still has a number of homes and areas that are without power, but let me just reemphasize, this is a multiple day event. Could be a couple of weeks before we get power restored. The distribution system of our power system is our first priority. If you see a wire on the ground, please treat it as it's a live wire and call 911 just to make sure that we take good care of that. And please be safe, and then be patient. Finally, please be patient. We will get to you as quickly as we can. We promise. We've got crews from all over the country responding and helping us there. So finally, I just want to say thank you to our community for rallying around during this time of need. When there is a need, Clarksville responds, and we are so grateful. We are also grateful to have with us Colonel Midbury, Garrison Commander of Fort Campbell, here, and knowing we got folks reaching out from Fort Campbell as well. But we will get answers to you. We promise you that we will provide information, but please, if you want to help, call that number so we can make sure that we get you on the list, and we can mobilize in an organized fashion and help our neighbors as quickly as possible. So to the community, we say we will be there to help until every last person gets the help they need. God bless you, and God bless this great city of Clarksville, Tennessee.
Thank you, Mayor Pitts. Next, we will hear from Clarksville Fire Rescue Chief Freddie Montgomery.
Thank you, and good morning. I'll just briefly give a rundown of our initial response and some things that we have going on right now. Initially, with the influx of calls, we did respond to those areas that were impacted. We responded to our district chief. We have a district level operation, and quickly realized that we needed an area command. So we worked with the other agencies, Clarksville Police Department and the county as well. We did set up an area command on Fort Campbell Boulevard and dispatched our resources from there. We called in an additional 60 or so personnel to help with that. We did our primary searches, and we helped staff the EOC. So from that, through the night, we had calls. We did have one structure fire this morning, and a lot of other medical calls and related calls to that. We at this time, we're doing secondary searches, preparing for the next phase. We have our special ops teams and everybody involved. We will be preparing and communicating with CDE. We always anticipate when the power comes back on that we'll have some fire calls related to that, so we're working hand in hand with them. But that's what we have going on for right now. We're still out there, we're still working, we still have crews doing their checks and checking on everyone.
Thank you, Chief Montgomery. Next, we will hear from Jimmy Edwards, Chief of Montgomery County Emergency Services.
Well, this morning we have a lot of families who are suffering, and our hearts are especially heavy with those that have lost some, and certainly with those that have lost all. We can confirm that we have had 3 fatalities associated with this event where the storm wreaked its worst havoc. At the medical facilities last night and throughout the night, Tenova received 53 patients total Our freestanding Sango Emergency Department received 7, and Fort Campbell received 2 that were injured from this event. Of those, 9 have been transferred, and they were transferred to Vanderbilt Medical Center, and we would place their conditions in critical, unstable conditions. At this point, we are assessing. We have 8 teams, and as we insinuated, there are areas where homes have slight, moderate, heavy, and totally destroyed. As the mayors have communicated with you, we have an incredible team. We have an incredible team of volunteers and volunteer organizations, and we are in the process of putting together those elements that are necessary for the logistics to handle those supplies that are necessary to support our community. I want to reiterate the number that the mayor shared. 931 is the area code, 249-2988. Again, 931-245-2988. 245-2988. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we want to thank all those that volunteered last night, the volunteer health departments, our response team members, Austin Peay State University's GIS, Tennessee Emergency Management Agency, and the state EMS assets that were deployed, and thank those ambulances that were deployed to help us and assist us in our community's time of need. They were AmeriMed First Call, Vanderbilt Ground, Nashville Fire Department, Robertson County EMS, and Cheatham County, as well as Stewart. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Edwards. Next, we will hear from Clarksville Police Chief David Crockrell.
Thank you, Jimmy. Good morning. My comments are really in the form of requests to your viewership. There'll be plenty of details. There'll be plenty of opportunities for your viewers to see the devastation and hear about the stories. In the meantime, from a law enforcement perspective, please stay out of the way. When the sun goes down across the whole city, if you could settle in and get where you need to be for the evening, the less calls for service we have across the city, the more we can focus on the area where these perimeters are established. We had great cooperation from our citizenry last night, and I would like to maintain that the next few nights. Please adhere to our blue lights and our cars and those perimeters that are set up, roadblocks or whatever you have. You just steer clear of the area, especially North Clarksville, stretching all the way to Tiny Town Road. If you could just do that, you will do us a great service. In due time, everything will get smaller and smaller. That's how these events take place. Our perimeters are larger, and as we get through the days, they will get smaller and smaller and more concentrated. So those are my comments. Just please stay out of our way for the next few days, and we would definitely appreciate that. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Chief Crockrell. And to add to his comments, Mayor Pitts has asked me to remind everyone that the city of Clarksville is again tonight under a 9 p.m. curfew. So please keep that in mind. And certainly last but not least in our lineup, we have from the American
All
Red
right,
Cross,
and we are going to switch from
Lori
this live
Ann
news
Tina.
conference from Clarksville to Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell here in Nashville for an update on the situation and recovery efforts here in Davidson County.
Teresa from Nashville Electric Service. I know Vice Mayor Angie Henderson has joined us with council members from some of the hardest hit areas. Councilmember Jennifer Gamble, Councilmember Aaron Evans, Councilmember Jennifer Frinsley Webb, Councilmember Tanya Hancock, and I know also at the event, Councilmember Quinn Evans Siegel, Councilmember Jacob Coupin, Councilmember Terry Vo, and Councilmember Brenda Gadd have been here. Yesterday was unfortunately another heartbreaking day for Nashville and so many in our Middle Tennessee community. I want to first thank our first responders from both the fire and police departments who were, as always, the first on the scene to help those who have been impacted. Many of them have been working since yesterday afternoon, and I am incredibly grateful for their selfless service. With daylight revealing the extent of the damage in the northern parts of Davidson County, we have turned our attention to helping the people that have been impacted. So I'm also grateful today to be joined by Hal Cato from the Community Foundation and Brian Hassett from United Way. They have been trusted partners to the city, and both have established funds that Nashvillians and others can donate to and ensure that generosity provides the most help it can. So I would encourage those who want to participate in the assistance and recovery effort to visit NashvilleResponds.com. From there, you can both request assistance and also make donations and volunteer. The Red Cross is running a shelter for people who have been displaced by the tornado from their homes at Isaac Litton Middle School. If you need a place to go, please make use of the resources there. You can also dial 1-800-RED-CROSS to request assistance. We have been working very closely with Nashville Electric Service. They are still trying to restore power to 26,000 Nashvillians. Their crews have been working around the clock to get impacted Nashvillians back online as quickly as they can. In total, so far, our responders have identified 22 structures that have collapsed as a result of the storm, and countless others have sustained significant damage. When I leave here this morning, I'll be heading to several parts of the county to explore how bad the damage was and talk with Nashvillians about how we can help. I've already been over visiting with people in the community off of Nesbitt Lane earlier this morning, but we know that there are people in need throughout the city. I'm going to turn the podium over to Director Chief Swan to provide more details, but before I do, I want to express my own personal gratitude. Nashville is a place where when we face adversity, the community always steps up, and we have seen that. The amount of personal outreach that I've had from individual residents, from corporations, from nonprofits, from people at the state and federal level has just been astonishing. I want everyone that has been impacted by the storm to know that we are here for you too. The mayor's office and the entire metro government are here to work with you. And while the days and weeks ahead will be challenging, we will respond. We will be with you. And now I'll hand it over to Director Chief Swan.
Thank you. So good morning. So as the mayor stated, a lot of great work from public safety and so many other partners to manage the storm that we encountered just today. From my standpoint, we're going to talk a little bit about safety. Please be aware that there is still a significant risk of debris in unstable structure areas. It is critical that you exercise extreme caution when you navigate through affected areas and avoid entering any building or structures that appear to be damaged or unstable. Your safety is our top priority, and we urge you to report any hazardous conditions to our local authorities through 911. Also, as the mayor stated, we've got a lot of partnerships. We want to really appreciate our VOAD has been activated as well with their help with the volunteer stake, getting a lot of volunteers out so we can start to rebuild and remove debris and help in that area. But we want to assure you that we're working to try to restore everything to somewhat of a normal. Our dedicated teams are assessing damage, and they're coordinating resources and providing assistance to those in need. We are committed to support and make sure that we do everything we can do to get people in a safe area, and then also to remove debris and get things moving back to a normal state. Please take common sense. We know that there are still a lot of traffic lights out, and if you come to a traffic light and it's not working, it's a four-way stop. I say that because we've had a lot of complaints and people concerns. Also, I'm proud to say that from our DEC side, all the calls that came in yesterday, well over 400 calls that was responded by our first responders. Great work all the way around. Also, we appreciate Metro Schools assisting us to have a place for a shelter. Again, as the day go on, we may have to make adjustments. So we ask everyone's patience when it comes to this. As things come across our table, we will handle it and deal with it. We've been here before. We know that we work strong together. and that's what we expect in this situation. So thank you.
All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. We at Nashville Electric Service are really saddened by what occurred, particularly the loss of life with this severe storm, but our hearts go out to everyone that has incurred loss. We know how resilient our community is, and we will be working 24/7 to ensure that we can contribute to our community's recovery. At this hour, we've restored power to nearly 18,000 customers. While this is significant, there are still 26,000 customers without power. We have crews working on restoration efforts, including contract crews. We are also expecting contract crews from out of state later today. NES substations in Hendersonville and North Nashville received significant damage. That damage is also impacting the transmission system coming out of Saundersville and Edenwall substations. The majority of the current outages are fed from those substations and transmission lines in those areas. We expect some of those outages to be prolonged, and we will know more today as crews further assess the damage. We don't have an estimated restoration time, but we do know that the outages in the Hendersonville area will be prolonged. That area has extensive damage, and some customers will experience outages lasting potentially days, not just hours. There are many poles down all across our system, particularly in those concentrated areas. And just a reminder, if you see a down line, do not touch it. It could be live. We don't know, but it could be live and carry an electric charge. Stay away and call 911. Our top priorities are to our customers and getting everyone restored. We assure you we will do everything we can to restore quickly.
Thanks, Teresa. With that, take any questions that you've got.
I'd like to ask about an explosion that seemed to be captured by a number of cameras, including TDOT. There's been some speculation that it was a substation. Can you elaborate on that at all? Does anyone have any information? I will tell you that we did have extensive damage, including some equipment that had certainly been on fire. We have not confirmed that that was due to our equipment. We clearly are more focused on just getting power restored at this point, but we do have reason to believe that could be our equipment that was videoed there. That gives you a good idea of the extent of damage that we're dealing with at some of these substations. We do plan to release photos of some of the damage, including the photos of that equipment, today or tomorrow, whenever our communications team can get that out.
What's the process of when you have a substation like that damaged to restore it? Is it repair there? Is it bringing in from other areas? How does that work?
We typically would try to bring, if we have a damaged piece of equipment, we would typically try to bring in a new piece of equipment and just replace it if we have a piece of equipment to replace it. In some cases, it could be large power transformers, and those have long lead times. You don't always have a ton of those sitting around. We do have the ability to restore those and repair some of the equipment. Some of the things that are burned, I don't see that you can, or that are wrapped around things, you can't easily restore those, but we can replace them. So our teams are working really hard, and we have a lot of damage at the north substation, including to the control building. That's the one where the fire was theoretically filmed. And that one will take a little bit of time. We're hoping to have people back on in that area pretty quickly. We were able to feed some of those customers from another area. The ones directly around it are relying on that substation to get back up.
Do you have an early damage cost estimate?
We do not. We won't have cost assessment until after we're done. It's just we throw everybody at it and get the equipment fixed and lines fixed and contractors in here and whatever we need to do, and then we evaluate our impact. And with any, we would be hopeful we could get a FEMA declaration to assist us too.
Add to that, yeah. Steve, following up on that, that was part of what last night's assessment was, even before we were able to be on the ground during daylight, was we knew that damage was extensive enough that this was a likely disaster declaration scenario, and that is why we did the state of emergency, because we will be coordinating with TEMA and FEMA partners, very likely expecting some kind of declaration.
Can you elaborate what the state and then federal process would be from here?
So we have been in contact with TEMA already, and we have also been in contact with the governor's office. We have Ray Render is here from Congressman Rose's office in areas that were pretty hard hit. So we have maintained a level of contact with congressional representation as well as state executive and TEMA representation, and I believe FEMA will get involved at some point, but we have to wait. We're kind of submitting details into all the appropriate channels and waiting on responses.
And a little bit more in the weeds with that. So basically what normally happens, we'll make an assessment, which we're doing now, as far as Davidson County. Now this number fluctuates, the number changes, but it'll be close to $3 million as far as us trying to calculate how much damage is for Davidson County. And then when it goes to the state, it may be around 12 million. That number changes, but again, as the mayor stated, I know the governor is making his assessment starting, I guess, in the next hour. But as far as Davidson County, we are actually making assessments. It is important for everyone to understand all the debris and things in your area. Just take it to the curbside, and then our teams will come and take pictures and make sure things are gathered, because that's very important that we capture the damage before we get rid of it. But this is unfortunately, this is not something that, new to us. We've done it several times. So that's the process that we started last night, and we're actually continuing that as we speak. One last thing I do want to also mention, for safety standpoint, there is a lot of gas main breaks. So you'll see our teams out trying to control that and isolate. So if you see the authorities in your areas, please just understand they're there for a reason. Along with a lot of the road closures that we have, please just be respectful to that. We're going to have teams out to try to get people back into the area that has been affected, but we want to make sure you are escorted in and out, just like we did during the bombing. So thank you.
As of this morning, do we know how many people have been injured?
I can get back to you on that, because we know, of course, the 3 fatalities that we had. And we did have a number, but I'm sorry I don't have that, but I can get that back to each one of you guys.
Any idea if schools will be closed tomorrow? Like that by year? One of the shelters is at a middle school.
Right. Well, the schools are doing an assessment. They started last night, and I know that we're getting a report in. We're waiting right now for the school that we're actually using for the homeless shelter. So we'll know a little bit more about that as the day plays out. That's a tough question. We hope that death toll doesn't rise, but our teams are. Last night, I wanted to just let everybody know the incredible job that all the teams did last night. When the storm hit, shortly after, as you guys know, it's completely dark with no power, but they used all the tools that they had in their tool bags, from drones to our urban search and rescue teams, both police and fire, and so many others that played a big role to make these make the assessments under those circumstances. There was a lot of collapsed buildings and structures, unstable, but they did a great job. As of right now, we don't have anything, and we hope we don't. But we are still in the recovery stage right now and making assessments.
It's the time of year that a lot of people have plans coming up. Your first responders do too. Just sort of what's the mood been on December 10th, 15 days before Christmas, Hanukkah underway? It's got to be hard.
Well, I would say for the first responders, this is a calling for all first responders. Again, I think when you look back through the history, what our job is to protect and serve and make sure that we make things as best as we can. Of course, we know that during this season, during this time, just of the nature of close to Christmas and other celebrated holidays, that it does, I think from our standpoint, we think more of our citizens and what they're going through. And of course, we know that even in our departments, we have individuals that may be affected by this. I have not got any numbers from fire at this point, but there was even in my residence, I mean, it was one of those moments that no damage, but again, so we have empathy and we do our job and we focus on making sure that we stabilize everything. We use the LIP method, life safety, incident stabilization, and property conservation. That's what we go by. So again, our heart goes out to everyone, but we're here to serve, and that's what we will do through this
So we are
hardship.
listening. This is Fire Chief Swan, joined by Freddie O'Connell. This has been a news conference held by Mayor O'Connell as well as other city leaders, giving us an update, a briefing on the damage in Davidson County following yesterday's tornadoes. I think the big takeaway is that it could be a while before thousands of people have their power back. And he has said that there is major damage to transmission lines as well as power poles and lines. The mayor says he toured Nesbitt Lane this morning and plans to, after this news conference, tour the rest of the city. If you'd like to donate or you need assistance, they are asking you to go to NashvilleResponds.com. Meanwhile, we also heard from Montgomery County and Clarksville before Nashville. I think the biggest information there, not only 3 fatalities, but 9 people were transferred to Vanderbilt in critical, unstable condition there. Of course, we don't want to forget the other communities hit hard by this line of storms. We've seen the damage in Springfield as well as to the east in Hendersonville and Gallatin. We have crews visiting all these communities today. We will have live updates throughout the day as warranted. We also hope you'll join us for an extended newscast tonight beginning at 9:30 right here on News Channel 5. In the meantime, for the very latest, turn to the News Channel 5 app and News Channel